He was being very shady. He wasn't really answering the phone. I was getting annoyed. He had did something. The story I'm about to tell is 100% real. This is how I cheated and ultimately got caught. So this is how we met. So my family is well known in my town. It's like a legacy of educators. So my boyfriend and I had met. He came from a family of educators as well. We met in middle school, but we didn't really get to know each other like that until my second year of high school. He was a well-known guy, very well-rounded. We both did sports. He did football, I ran track, and he also ran track. I would say it was love at first sight, but I'm also like dramatic. He gave me like these butterflies that I'd never felt before. At that time, I would rate the relationship like an 8. So let's fast forward to prom night. Everyone came to my house to get dressed. We get to prom, the food was good, I looked great. It wasn't until after prom, we could not get a hotel because we were both too young, and we didn't really plan ahead because I knew he was going to prom weekend, which is down by the shore, and you know, that's where everybody goes to turn up. He was being very shady when he first left. He wasn't really answering the phone, I was getting annoyed. So I decided to go into his friend's group chat. He gave me his password, so I was like, well, this is my opportunity to see what they've been talking about. They were talking a little bit about like what parties they were going to and who was at where. So he wasn't really responding like in the group chat. So I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be a problem. He had did something. It just was too obvious. His phone was off. They weren't messaging anything in the group chat. They must have known I was in it. So another guy who liked me still to this day is the one that told me that my boyfriend was cheating. So the next day, I'm devastated. I'm crying. I thought my heart broke or like I was gonna have a heart attack. I felt confused, betrayed. It really messed me up. So like most people that get cheated on, you work it out and get back together. Here's how I got my revenge. So fast forward a few months, I'm in college, I'm in my first year. He went to school about 7 hours away from me in West Virginia, so I decided to get on a bus and go see him. I hadn't seen my boyfriend in a while, and it was nice to see each other. Like, we had fun, we went to parties, we went out to eat a few times. I got to meet his friends, but I couldn't help but notice I was getting stares left and right in certain areas I would go. There was this one particular party we went to, and I had a little bit too much to drink. I could barely hold my head up. It was a mess. I just was ready to go. I was super wasted. My boyfriend and my best friend, they walked me to his room, and I was so out of it that I handed this man my cell phone, which he knew the password to, and that's when things got interesting. My phone is very similar to my journal. I type everything, all my notes in my phone. I definitely would journal to myself daily about every little detail. I never thought he would read my notes. Most people just go straight to text messages or they go to pictures. He was smart. He knew to go to my notes. Now here's how I cheated. I had cheated on him with one of his high school rivals. We had been dating for a little bit while I was still dating him. I definitely dated his rival on purpose because I knew that that would hurt him. He read about the first DM. I was very descriptive about when we would link up and how that would go down, and meeting his family, going down to his school, seeing football games, and still having a whole boyfriend who also plays football. When he took my phone, he came back so fast. I'm like, damn, he read all that quick? Oh shoot. He had asked my friend if I had cheated on him, and she was like, no, that's my best friend. Like, I was glad that she said no, even though clearly this man had hard evidence. I wanted him to find out, and it felt great. In the moment, I felt like I won. Just when I thought that it was over, found out he was cheating on me too. So, you know, it was like 2 to 1. So I'm like, dang, do I have to get you back again? Like, this is ridiculous. He starts dating this girl that goes to his school, and it was my rival college. So I'm like, oh, wow, look at that. Like, what are the odds? The thing that was catching everybody's attention in that was that we had very favorable traits as far as height and skin tone and hair. So I'm just like, I mean, he has a type. Why would you date someone that looks like your ex? I'm not talking to nobody that looks like him. While I'm over that scenario, I feel like it's still a process. It's still a healing process. That kind of like sparked trust issues for me in like future relationships. So that was something I really had to get over and, you know, go to therapy. A good Samaritan, I'm sure, would have just, oh, I forgive you, but I wasn't feeling good Samaritan. If I had a time machine and I was able to face the same decision, should I cheat, should I not? I wouldn't have cheated. I have matured and grown up. Yeah, you can go get revenge, but karma is a and that will come back around one way or the other.